Now ready to get into more. We know why the people are here. So if y'all could go ahead and like up the video for me so that we could talk about the girls that's been having the people in shambles lately.
Is it a plot?
Let's talk about it.
Is it not?
Okay, the plot. Let's
Is it a
get into the
scheme
plot.
that
Yes.
Todd set up to come to you with the bullshit?
With the bull. With the bull. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Episode 7. I think these ladies have been having pretty good episodes, out of the 7. I feel like it's probably been at least 5 good entertaining ones. I feel like the first one was shaky, and I feel like we got another one that was like, it's like last week was annoying, but I think overall they've been doing pretty good these first few episodes. And I feel like this episode was more so around K. Michelle. The fact that she felt like Drew was trying her as far as mentioning Black often. And then the situation with Portia and the oysters. What are y'all thoughts on that? Because before we get into it, y'all know Portia was getting into it with Kelly. Kelly said she had a hot chili cheese Frito. Okay. People felt like the oysters were about Kelly. I don't think they were. I don't think the oyster comment, the vagina stuff, I don't think that was about Kelly.
You don't think so?
I feel like if Kelly was looking at the oysters for you to call somebody else cootie tois hot chili cheese Fritos, that makes me feel like you know more about their cootie tois and you may know more about cootie tois. So with that being said, then when you looking at the oysters, you'll be the one to be able to identify what kind of thing it is. And it'll be shade towards Portia. Like, well, let me check it. Yeah, that one clean. Because to me, it's giving, it ain't no hot chili cheese Fritos. That one clean. So for Portia to do it, I didn't really think that it had nothing to do with Kelly. At first I did. At first I thought.
I was going to say the same thing.
I watched it again and I'm like, wait a minute.
And then Kim Michelle was sitting next to her too. So when she pushed the oyster over.
Right.
This one right here got to sit.
It was this.
She pushed it over. Thank you.
This got to sit. And when she said this is clean again, I was like, why would you do that?
No, K. Michelle's face though.
Kelly.
When that happened, K. Michelle was man. K. Michelle's face. I was just blindless. I was just listening to the show, barely watching. I turned my head, and when I saw K. Michelle's face, I was kind of like, damn, because honestly, y'all, if K. Michelle had not reacted that way, I think that the girls would have kept building shit and building shit and building shit. If she didn't react that way, I would not have caught it this episode at all.
Same. I agree. The crying was perfect. I don't know. I was like, I don't know why people can't see it, but her crying was the perfect response. It gave her, first of all, time to process what was happening because she was just having a good time with them. And now you're making slick ass comments and now somebody telling me there's some shit going on behind the scenes and now you sitting in my face. And I see the way everybody been defending you. I see the way you're allowed to kind of just lie on people and people actually believe you.
Facts.
So I gotta be careful about the way I approach the situation with the person that a whole bunch of people willing to jump in front of. Because look at Angela. Angela was doing dirty work this episode.
She thought she was Billy Badass. It was like, no, I got it. What's the problem? Look at your face. Angela was doing the most
battery in back. It was battery in back, girl. It was too much. So I just feel like everybody want to think that K. Michelle is crazy, and she is, but not like this. Like not in a way that she's just making this shit up and she just want attention. That's not what's happening at all. I don't get why y'all can't see Portia, but I forget glamour magic works. Glamour magic works.
Listen, that's
the dingy part too, because I got quite a few comments of people saying y'all giving Portia too much credit. But I don't know. And I feel like I'm undecided. Like for me, there's definitely a plot. Okay, that's how reality TV works.
Exactly.
But I don't know for sure if that was the plot, if that plot that she learned was like that was the moment, or if I don't know, because
I think it was
also,
the buildup.
I clocked Portia episode 1 too, where she was acting like, "Hey, girl," but it's like, nah, you being shady because you over here like, "Oh, we're not gonna get into it with Drew." Like, what singers have you not gotten into? It's like you want her to have an issue with Drew. Something about that's who I honestly think was telling K Michelle about the whole black situation. I think it was Portia, in my personal, because that's what she was close with at the time. I feel like she want them to have an issue.
Or it
But
could've been this nigga. She
You
just
say
put
what?
that out. She just put that out today, that Portia was talking to one of her exes and telling her about the things that they were talking about,
Yeah.
and vice
Yes.
versa.
So you think
Yeah.
the ex is the one that gave her a call and told her about the plot?
Yeah. Or
I
they were
don't
in
know.
communication. I'm not completely sure, but she did say, when she said, "Oh, you 2 doors down and you talking to my ex," and then on a radio interview with one of them people, child, she said that yeah, it was her ex. She didn't know that we were talking. He was calling me and telling me what they were talking about.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it was exactly in that moment that she found out about a plot, but definitely the conversations that Portia and him were having, he was sharing that with K Michelle.
Gonna do
Let's check it out.
something to me. Just don't be a coward about it. Don't plot. Don't plot no trauma on me.
Yeah.
You know,
And where are things
I'm
now?
gonna go back to this.
to poke her and make her talk because you're self-producing and you want to get ratings. You think that you're the producer. I'm not. You're not gonna produce me.
Okay.
If you're gonna do something to me, just don't be a coward about it. Don't plot. Don't plot no trauma on me.
Yeah.
You know,
And where are things now between you and Portia? Because I saw the response. Really? Has it gotten to that point?
man.
And why? And the reason I'm saying this, because I think the hurt, it's clearly you're hurt, right? And I want people to really understand that. It's not just.
I'm there with that because, honestly,
Sure.
she's a fun girl, like all of that. And, you know, we're dealing with a woman who for years have begun caught lying on people every year. And when it comes to her, I feel like, you know, she feels like, you know, it's her show or whatever. I never play with line. I never play line leader games. You know, like you're never gonna have me fall in line. You're never gonna make me fall in line. It's just never going to happen.
Right.
So if I don't play it your way, you gonna play it this way, and just know I'm gonna play it that way. So hopefully, you know, I'm always open, especially in this type of arena and things. You have to. I don't know what that woman do with her hot pocket. I don't do certain things. Like some stuff is just not player. I'm just not
Sure.
that.
Like, yeah.
But no, that, you know, that ain't false. You can't say you bringing me into a friend group and you around here, you banging on my last known ex and telling him, and he telling me, and you sit here like you my friend, and I'm supposed to sit up here and be all open to be brought into this friend group, and I'm your friend. I'm trying to be your friend. You have a, you know, what I don't like to do is go on people, what people's reputation are, because I know I've had a reputation,
right?
And that's not it. So I try to be fair,
right?
But you also have to be aware,
right?
Your actions are not that of a girl's girl. They've never been. And if you steady looking at me, telling me how much you love me, and I'm knowing everything.
Now, to be fair, did she know? Were you guys friends at that time, or is it like?
No, it's not about that. I got a whole husband.
Right.
It ain't that. It's the fact that you'll see, because I may be getting a little bit ahead.
Right. We'll see.
It's the fact that you were hiding something that you didn't have to hide on purpose when I would have sang at y'all wedding to poke her and make her talk.
So 2 things. One, I would have thought K Michelle would have been more. Well, let me say this. Number one, for the people that did not watch the interview, K Michelle was not crying about what the girls did on the show. She was crying about the fact that the allegations made about her and her hot pocket was something that led to her child being bullied in school very badly. And because of that, that is why she got emotional about it. Number two, I was thinking she was gonna be upset with Portia for telling her business to the ex versus Portia lying about something that she didn't have to necessarily lie about. So I do understand that, but
That's what I was
um
thinking.
yeah. What are y'all thinking about that? I will say she did also say she talked about Drew in this interview, and she said that it's more entertaining for her to beef with Drew than it is to beef with Portia. And I personally feel like it's more entertaining to beef with Portia than it is to beef with Drew, because the beef with Drew does not necessarily make sense to me. So I think you should beef with Portia. And K Michelle also talked about being out of her character. She don't want to show her, as she noted, that people want to get her triggered because she hasn't been giving them anything. But the way she politely sat in this interview and she just read Portia down, that's what I want to see. That's all.
Yeah.
I just want to. You ain't got to do nothing extra. You ain't got to scoot to the edge of the sofa. Just eat her up as calmly as Angela was talking to Pinky. Is that
I
simple?
get why she isn't. I get why she isn't. So when she said that it's more entertaining for her to beef with Drew than it is to beef with Portia, I think we're forgetting, and this is on my Housewives boot camp, they in a simulation right now. They in a game. So Portia has climbed the ranks to the point to where she ain't got to do too much. Like if K Michelle started directly arguing with Portia wouldn't have to do nothing to make her look crazy. Matter of fact, it'd be people like Angela who will step up to the front and be ready to argue on Portia's behalf about something that had nothing to do with Portia. And we saw it this past episode. The only thing that I'm concerned about is like, is she gonna pull a Monique? Because she addressed Drew, which to me, I completely disagree with that. I don't think that Drew was a part of the initial plot. I think that Drew found out about the plot and Drew wanted to get in where she fit in, and that's why she started mentioning Black. But honestly, K Michelle was the first person to link herself to Black. So the whole Drew situation. I feel like K Michelle did pull a Monique, where it's like you arguing with Candace, even though the girls who started the rumor was actually Giselle. So I'm just like holding my breath because I'm glad that K Michelle has clocked it. But like I said, this is a game. This is a simulation. If you've been to Real Housewives boot camp, the alliances go deep. So I don't know if she gonna be able to successfully show the audience what's really going on in the way that we know, because we break the show down. So I think she's right. For her best interest, it is better for her to argue with Drew, but I also hope that she's able to make up with Drew as well, because if she hangs on to the shit with Drew while never addressing Portia, she out of the game.
I agree. She's definitely out of the game. But I also had this thought as I talked about it earlier. Could it also be possible that K Michelle don't think that Portia's gonna get it? Because she already talked to Portia, right? So she's already had that conversation. This is how you made me feel, whatever the case is. So now she's at a point where, you done did this shit again. So you did it in front of me with Kelly. You done did it to me. Now you're doing it again to me. It's not even worth talking to you because you're going to still be on the same shit. So you know what? I'm just not going to give you nothing. But because she has to give her opinion in the confessionals after the fact, it doesn't look good if we're not seeing her address Portia. I mean, it's really no different than Shamia last season when Shamia was going around having issues, but she wouldn't have the conversation with Portia, and then they finally had that conversation. Maybe we'll see that with Kay. She does say keep watching, so hopefully we'll get to see her have the conversation, but she ain't gotta I think she doesn't want to act how she acts on Love and Hip Hop. And I'm here to say that you don't necessarily have to get somebody together. That's what I think. You've already shown that. You had the conversation with her. So just do it again.
I definitely think that she needs to just, outright have the confrontation with Portia. But I also feel like not doing it in that moment was a better decision. Because I personally feel like I would be cool if they drag this shit out to the reunion and we finally get a full cuss out at the reunion. Because sometimes even, and I said the viewers don't like to have to wait for the story to progress. They want you to get right to it. And and I know we're like deep in the episodes, but this is her first season. And she really has been like scoping and watching. And I also think she peeped the way everybody just follows behind Portia. And so I do feel like I don't want to get into an argument right now that's going to result in me getting into an argument with all of y'all, because all of y'all are going to jump in to defend Portia in one way or another, or to deflect, or to gang up. And I also feel like it's a plot to also have Shamia wrapped up in it too. Like, I almost feel like the goal was always to find a reason to go at Shamia. As much as people like to think that Portia don't care about, Shamia, and she's unbothered by her, it's really bullshit. I think
she's super bothered.
She passive aggressively fucks with Shamia. And I think what Shamia has understood since being friends with her since a child is that you can never really outright get into it with Portia, because it'll always end up with you looking like the bad guy and her playing victim.
That is so true.
She does this all the time.
That in combination with, I think that Shamia makes herself inferior to Portia.
Yes.
And even I saw a tweet.
It's their mom.
Yeah, exactly. I think that Shamia makes herself inferior. And I think they was just used to their dynamic. So she just gonna let Portia do what she do. But I had a question for y'all.
What's up?
It had to do with K Michelle. So K Michelle, y'all said that she noticed that people are willing to follow behind Portia. And I couldn't help but think that that's what K Michelle was playing a little bit into in the first 2 episodes when she was telling the group that Black was in her DMs. So she go from that to this past episode saying, I got a whole husband, why are you connecting me to that man? I feel like she did it, and now she feeling away and just assuming that Drew is a part of the plot because you thought that you was gonna get on the inside. Like, you thought you was cool with Portia, hee hee ha ha, let me bring this up. But now that they're being nice to Drew, you automatically think that Drew is a part of the plot that I don't think she's a part of, even though I do believe there's a plot.
I can agree with that thought, because I feel like it's no different than them trying to do the same to Shamia, like Angela assuming because she's talking to K Michelle that Shamia was the one that told K Michelle X, Y, and Z. And another reason why I agree with that is because, of course, Portia brought her in. I think that they were originally supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be like the oldies, the ladies that are familiar with reality TV. But Portia showed herself. So now K Michelle is getting closer to the other ladies that had something in common because they felt out of place. She didn't have her glam. They didn't like their room. So now the ladies are feeling the way, right? Because K Michelle has aligned herself in a sense with them versus being
right. She's in the house with
Mia versus with them. Yeah.
I think the idea was to pick at her until she became like a follower. That's what I think Portia was doing. When you say it's a plot, it doesn't mean there's supposed to be this big aha. No, it means that my intentions are to fuck with this person. And I've said I'm going to fuck with this person. And I've said it to somebody else. And I'm going to just keep fucking with her until she falls in line. That's a way that narcissistic people, bullies, mean girls, the head of the mean girl squad, the way she gets people to fall in line is by nice, nasty picking at them and fucking with their head to the point that they don't know whether she really playing with them or not. And
like Drew.
Yes.
Hot, cold, but you really just want to be a friend.
And I don't know you.
And to me, And I don't know you. This ain't TLC. Let me tell y'all, to me, Drew does too much performing. I can see performance in everything that Drew does. I'll never forget, Diva, you might have been the one that said this, that when she was getting herself ready in the scene that long time ago, right before she met with Kenya, and she was doing her lip trails and shit. I gave her the benefit of the doubt back then, but now I see how much she performs in every scene, and it is exhausting for her to be performing to that level because I can't trust anything that she's saying because of how much she performs. Even though I don't think that her and Black were the initial start out, I do feel like she thought I can add this on. And the reason why I say that is because she was overperforming at certain moments. I'm going to keep going back to that video call because it didn't make any sense for you to sit on that call the entire dinner unless you wanted to make sure that production got him in that scene. We have already seen that man. We know that y'all was
I agree with that.
he was forcing him to have to be in the scene, which made me feel like you wanted him to be a part of something besides just being your little boo that you friends with.
Yeah, I would have to say one other thing. I agree with the acting. My least favorite character of Drew's is I'm from Chicago. Don't fuck with me. That is my least favorite character because I'm not even believing it. When she was arguing with K. Michelle and stood up, it reminded me of when she got into that argument with Med School on the game. Have y'all seen people do reenacting it?
Okay, she thinks she T-bars when she get upset. What?
Yeah, I was here for that though. She's just, I mean, I feel like the move Drew pulled to me is what I see normally, or what I used to see normally back at home. It's standing up, I'm finna grab my hands, and I don't know you. Like, that's what it gave. But I feel like Drew,
she did some
other
other
removed from Chicago, so
Yes.
it did not hit the exact same. But
I don't know you, and then she went to that. I don't know her.
No,
and
she started with the Chicago. What the fuck you talking about?
No, I thought we were still doing this at some point.
What? Can we stop? Girl, Chicago. I said Chicago.
Jedi mind tricked Kay. She Jedi mind tricked Kay, y'all. And that's another thing I picked up on her. So when she got up in her seat, y'all, she over exaggerated getting up.
She did.
Think that she was jumping up. So Kay said, "Oh, we hopping in seats, huh?" And
she wanted somebody to hold her back. She got up like,
yes,
but you didn't have to do all that.
So to me, it felt like the thing that Drew was trying to get K. Michelle to do, which was pop up first, she actually ended up doing. And I was just like, "Bitch, you're not even convincing at this shit."
And as Kay's trying to get up, Portia's holding her back.
Thank you. I was exactly, and that's on analyzing body.
That's the one thing. Why you didn't turn around and say, "Bitch, get off me"? Why you didn't tell her get off?
Why you didn't say, "Bitch"? That's what made me question.
In K's defense, you know, her target. Like, my eyes on you right now. I'm on Drew right now.
No.
You know what I thought? Stop it mid. Well,
yes,
I guess
because she's physically, that is more. Portia was more imposing than Drew, and the beef was with Portia. So number one, it would be like, "Bitch, back up off me."
I know what it is.
And then two, it would go here. So that's what made me question: does K. Michelle have the ability to address Portia and come out on top?
Want to? It's not that she's scared to. She don't want to fuck with Portia because she kind of want to fuck with Portia. Listen, everybody know that K. Michelle is bisexual.
You mean like that?
No, that's why I think on some level she's attracted to her. She thinks she's beautiful. So she doesn't really want to fight with her like that because she's pretty. And the only reason I'm saying that right now that I'm thinking about, not in the way that Portia is.
I think she is
both beautiful,
I
but
think she is
not what you're saying, but different. Like, I don't want to fuck with Portia because I want to fuck with Portia. Meaning, bitch, the move you thought you was gonna pull on me, I'm gonna get you.
Oh, I think so.
You and your head trying to figure out who the hell I'm talking about.
Exactly.
But I'm thinking about you though.
With her.
But I'm gonna get with you.
But think about the way
watching mode. I ain't considered that. Huh?
Think about the way she was fucking with Jocelyn. Like, this is not far-fetched, y'all. Like, let's not act like, I'm talking about comments. Let's not act like K. Michelle hasn't said that she fucks with women. Okay?
Yeah, she said chocolate woman the last episode. She was going into that.
The way she was talking about Shamia, she was like, "Oh yeah, that's my type of woman right there." Stop with this narrative, Bondi. Bitch, know my name right, okay?
No, for us.
But okay, so since let's get into it, because I want to share this real quick where K. Michelle opens up and talks about watching her men when it comes to women.
If it came to you and told your husband did something to them that he didn't do to you, you gonna feel some type of way, huh?
Sexually?
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Oh.
That's not possible. It's been that many years, all type of positions, legs up, choreography, all that. That's not possible. So if you're gonna tell me my husband was out with you and he paid your light bill, then we probably have a problem.
Hold on, you get upset. So if he pay a bill, that's what you gonna get.
Pay a bill.
So you want him to just poke?
Poke and go. What do you mean? What do you mean? If men gonna be men and they need the feeling doesn't include paying bills. If that's your feeling, then you're not my man. You shouldn't be paying nobody's bills, buying them no little ass purses. I don't care about purses myself. Most likely they're singing my songs in the mirror and they're telling their friends that they was humping on my husband as they sing the songs. The last thing that you was going to do is sit up here and pay a fan bill, because I already do it. I already paid the fan bill. I've been doing it for over 6 years. I get up every week and pick a fan bill to pay. And I don't have to publicize it or nothing. We already paying fan bills. So you finna go and go sleep with a fan and then give them something? Oh no.
I ain't know these type of, I hear about it, but I ain't really never talked to somebody that's like, okay, he do. You're not watching though, right?
I would if that was offered to me. Sometimes I do like.
You hold on, time out. Let me get a 20-second time out. I don't need a full minute time. I need a 20-second time out to regroup right quick. You mean to tell me you could watch your man?
I have several times.
Beat somebody back? You get up on that?
Maybe it's weird, but I kind of like it. Like, it's these things with me.
Okay. I'm interested.
No, I'm not. It's not like me being, oh, she's super freaky. No.
You super freaky.
He said, no, it's not. He always says with me, it's never about the things that people would think.
Somebody came to you and told your husband did something to them that he didn't do to you. You gonna feel some type of way, huh?
Sexually?
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Oh.
That's not possible. It's been that many years, all type of positions, legs up, choreography, all that. That's not possible. Girl, if you're gonna tell me my husband was out with you and he.
All right. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this, considering the fact that her being a married woman, as a woman, she's a married one. And the fact that Drew was trying to link her to a man named Black as a married woman. But she don't mind her man cheating or nothing. So I just feel like if you were linked to him, what would be the issue, considering the fact that you just got married right before the show?
Exactly.
And you got the text messages or the DMs to prove the last time y'all had communication. I would think it's not that big of a deal. And these are the reasons why I feel like the going after Drew is a reach, and the going after Drew is you likely one of the weakest links here. So I'm gonna beef with you.
I think she settled. I think she reached that point of exhaust. I don't think that Kate Michelle is the type of person that'll do anything to have a man, but I think she reached a point in time where she'd do anything to have a husband. Because when she explained, when she came on the show, how basically she was dating somebody else, it was going really good. And she basically doubled back and was like, hey, let's go ahead and get married. After they had been in a situationship, on again, off again for 9 years, she said. It's contradictory. When she speaks about things about being a wife, it's very much like, oh, I would never disrespect my husband. My husband is my husband. That. It sounds very traditional. But then you come to us with the, I want to watch him have sex with other women. To your point, Jamie, then what's the big deal? So I don't know. It just sounds very contradictory. And I think she just loves to let everybody know that she has a husband. She thinks that it gives her status. Now, if y'all want to be in an open relationship, I don't give a fuck. But the contradictions are just odd to me. And I'm tired of hearing her say, my husband.
I think that she got married so that she could say she's a housewife for real. It added more validity to her coming on this show. Especially because she already saw herself as being beneath these women because of the way people thought about Love and Hip Hop versus Real Housewives. But the truth of the matter is, like, they don't have a right to feel that way, because Portia has been rolling around on the ground for years on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, kicking people in the puss, all kind of stuff has happened on Real Housewives of Atlanta. People don't need to pedestalize them in that way, to me. But when it comes to her marriage and her relationship, she's doing what a lot of women do. You know, you want to be a wife so damn bad that you're willing to get it however you can get it. And that's what she did. But the way people are responding to her saying that she likes to, she's a cuck or a voyeur and she likes to watch her husband have sex with other women. I think it's weird that people are so like reactive to these things because they actually do happen. And there's somebody that's around people that have a whole bunch of different types of relationships. There are people that it's like, just because he's allowed to do something doesn't mean that I want to do something. Usually in dynamics like that, she's allowed to be with women, but not with men. That's different. It feels different. And so you can't have a situation where, no, I don't want to be linked to another dude if that's not what our arrangement is. If they have an arrangement, and they might have an arrangement.
And that makes sense now that you're married, right?
Right.
But when this happened, y'all wasn't married. So it's like, what we doing, Kay?
But I also felt like maybe on some level, it was more so I don't want to be linked to that nigga. Like that's what I
She
thought.
did though. She did
brought it
want to
up
be linked to
though.
him.
In a way,
Yeah.
like,
That's not what I mean. Like when I say linked to, not that, oh, I know him, but like I'm fucking with him like that. She was like, that nigga was in my DMs. The way she said it, it was like he tries to fuck with everybody. So we shouldn't think that the relationship between Drew and him is, a real thing.
relationship.
But nobody thought that
somebody's
she
DM.
was linked to him sexually. That's the thing.
Oh,
Even
that's
when
true.
But I think that is the idea that what they were planning to maybe put out there was that it was something more based on how he was DMing her. Y'all know how it be sometimes, but because they didn't comment it on your story and you might have liked whatever they said, then it's like y'all was talking or something like that.
I do think he wanted to embellish. I will say.
He seems like one to make things seem more than they really are.
Yeah, for sure. Them big ass teeth.
And that's why I was thinking that, like you said, Niecy, it wasn't something that it started out being that way, but it almost felt like, ooh, we could use this. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's, especially if the idea is to get a response out of her, even if it's not true, even if there's no validity to it. She hurry up and ran and got married. If we just say she was fucking with this dude, it's gonna cause her to respond. And I think that most of what she's talking about is to get her to like respond to them angrily. They want her to throw a candle. They, you know what I'm saying? They want her to hit somebody with some fucking flowers. Like, I think that is what not just the people watching want, but I also feel like that is what that's what the women on the show want. That's what Portia and Phaedra and Drew want.
And that's what makes sense. Because I don't think, and see, that's the, like, I agree with what you're saying until to a point. Because again, I feel like Drew only brought that up once. And what K. Michelle said out her mouth is that she heard this. You're going around. When I first got here, it was said in the Atlanta streets that this, that, and the other. So who is the person that's bringing you the information? And this is where I still go back and I put it on Portia. I feel like it's all Portia, and the person that needs to be addressed is not being addressed.
Yeah. I hope she got 3 episodes. That's too many. I'm sorry. She got 2 episodes in my book, meaning this next one is fine. But by the next episode, she better address her, or I'm gonna do her like Shamia.
Can I answer this question in the comments?
Yeah.
Because somebody asked how when she's the one that brought it up. So let me explain. That's why I said it wasn't from the beginning. This is how it could happen. I'm not sure, but my critical thinking tells me the possibility of we're having a conversation. I say that I know of him. Now you have it in your mind. Oh, they know each other? Oh, well, let me go ask him about it. And him like, yeah, I was flirting with her in the DMs or whatever. Oh, maybe I could bring this back because she's married now. So I wonder if she had to have been with him when this happened, if it wasn't that long ago. Like, do you hear how quick, just because you presented that you knew him, I can now try to use that to get at you.
I hear that. I get that.
Happen. I'm just saying that's how it could have happened.
Yeah, I understand that, but I feel absolutely no type of way because K. Michelle brought it to the front in my Jamie voice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, K. Michelle did not have to even say she knew that man. She said she knew that man, thinking that she was gonna be able to do to Drew what Drew is now doing to her when she was cool with Portia. I
Who?
don't condone the shit that Portia and them doing, but I think that the tables just flipped.
Yeah, I could definitely see that because it was given. I want to make sure that I separate myself from Drew as a singer, as an artist. So I can see her even more so wanting to kind of give Drew a cold shoulder as to not be not be in a singing group with her.
Mhm. I got you. Speaking
But
of singing group,
I still feel like, because everybody's acting. No, Bondi, like it's a possibility. Like, don't play me like I'm fucking dumb or something like that. It's a possibility. Weird ass bitches.
You not. We've been in Housewives boot camps. We the analysts, the professors. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah,
talking
we
about
giving y'all all different perspectives. Like
It's
anything is
fine.
possible.
Like you see, I mean,
Um,
they, I forget Jamie's people really can't stand me. I be forgetting. Shit,
I didn't know
Lord.
that.
It's a few
Nah.
of them. It's a few of them.
It's no, I think that it's a regular occurrence. We don't ever talk about this shit that much, but whenever we go to a different person's channel, there's always some people who like exclusively only watch one person. So when they
That's
get
true.
on, they
Okay,
end up being so judgmental of people because they're not really like they not OLFP gang. They ladybugs or
one person
bonbons.
gang.
Yeah, and then
gotcha.
and then they like watch the one time, but they don't really know everybody. That be
Yeah.
irritating, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching.
Right.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank
watching.
you. But I hope nobody that is, my people ever treats, any of my, because I'll block y'all myself if I saw y'all in my comments with the shit. Jamie don't have to do it, but I'm just telling you what I would do. So just to be clear.
I will do it too. Okay. I will block y'all.
Individual choices, you know what I'm
I
saying?
have.
But yeah.
Before we go, about to get out of here, I just need one word, and we about to piece out this thing. Who you going with in the verses? Either K Michelle or Tamar. I'm rocking with K Michelle. Y'all gotta let me know real fast before we get up out of here.
I'm going with K Michelle. I'm going with K Michelle.
K Michelle. Yeah.
I don't know. Love and War might do it, but Can't Raise a Man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with K Michelle.
VSOP.
Yes, VSOP.
Yeah.
Oh
Fallen.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the Fallen's gonna eat all that up though.
I can't name any Tamar song besides Love and War.
How many times? Finna tell it up.
That song in the snow.
I'm not a good example though.
Y'all remember that song? I used to know that one real hard.
In the snow. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I bet y'all know when I see it.
Maybe if I heard the song, I would know.
I guess I saw All the Way Home. No, that's a good one though. That's not the one I'm talking about.
Oh, that's Tamar.
Yeah, I was talking about Tamar. Tamar has a song back in the day, in the snow, in the like early, like I think about
in the night. Oh,
and I Can't Choose. I used to know that shit by heart. That shit was such a pop. Or was it If You Don't? Girl, I cannot remember. Help me. I can't remember.
I gotta see the video.
The video was her in the snow, and it was back when she had like her original face, and she was so
not
cute.
original. Goddamn.
Yes. It was
before.
For real. It was before
they said I look like.
No, every time they play it, I laugh.
Every time
they play it, I laugh. But I hate to say that I need to see it play out because I feel like K Michelle does have more bangers, like as far as songs we're gonna listen to. But I think Tamar still has more like radio hits. So it depends on how many songs they go for.
I really think I thought K Michelle had more hits. By now, I think they may be neck and neck. This is where Tamar could potentially win. The writing, I think she may be on some other songs because with the verses, how it started isn't what it is right now. In the beginning, it was just about what your music, just like who got the best sound, who music I like. Not so much as writing. I feel like people that didn't have enough music started adding in their writing, and because they're adding in the writing part, it's like, oh damn.
Yeah, like Tank when he added shit. Yeah, that was crazy.
Did y'all see him and Ashley getting into it on social media this week?
No.
Yeah,
Ashley Miller?
Yes, Ashley Miller. Yo,
No.
it was so funny. He started going in on her because I guess the Dunbar, y'all know, yes,
Duran,
Duran,
yes,
yeah.
Duran. Duran said that, you know, he can't really sing the Tevin Campbell song. So he was telling the story. I think Ashley might have gave commentary about how, you know, this is why them celebrities need to just chill out. Like, y'all don't need to respond to everything. Talking about Tank. And then right here come Tank. Well, sometimes y'all want us to say something, and then the next time y'all don't want us to say something. I was just like, wait a minute.
I didn't see it.
They went back and forth for like a few tweets. I was like, not Tank arguing with Ashley on the internet.
I couldn't believe it.
That's
Because I
funny.
did see, I think the guy's name is Kerry. I did see those tweets on Shade Room. And he said something like, he said something about a goat in a man's throat or something like that.
A goat in who throat?
Getting fried.
Who he say that about?
In Tank throat. And so Tank started going back at him. I'm like, yo, this man is getting fried. Then he called Tank by his government name.
Oh my God. I forgot. What's that nigga real?
Tank up.
His real name. Oh my God, I forgot it. But his real name is hilarious.
Darrell. He said, okay, Darrell, or something like that. I was like,
Yeah, it's something with an L.
No, he didn't.
This should
He
not be
looked like a
funny.
Darrell.
I
He
was
do.
so tickled by these
Look
guys.
like Angela, look like a diamond.
What did he say?
Did she?
I've been saying she looked like
She
a
looked.
diamond.
Listen, I was like, Pinky, you took it too far. But when she pulled up to that dynasty party, I was.
You can see it. That wig really brought it home. But I was
Ooh,
like,
ooh,
Carrie
the wig
told
and the
him-
ill-fitted
that's what he
dress.
was talking about.
Oh no, he said his throat was doing the cha-cha slide. He said you didn't even sing the song from your chest. Your throat is doing the cha-cha. The cha-cha slide trying to sing a song in the original key by a 15-year-old.
That's terrible. Oh, it's If You Don't Want to Love Me. That's the song that Tamar sung in the Yeah, that was the shit back in the day. That was on my I put that shit on a CD back in the day. If You Don't Want to Love Me.
Yes,
That was
I
the
remember
song.
now. That's crazy. Was this the snow? I didn't know that was the snow. Yeah, she did have. Okay.
Remember, because
I remember this.
yes,
That was such a good song.
it was. Girl, I remember I found
Yeah,
that not too long ago. I was like, bitch, memory unlocked. I used to be singing this shit so hard in my room.
Now they
I
have to
know,
do the
boy.
verses.
They do.
I mean, like K Michelle
do.
bringing it up, that y'all got to do it. Like if Gucci Man and Yo Gotti can get up there and do it and even tag the shit out each other in the middle, y'all got to do it.
It's gonna be just like Tank and Tyrese because it's gonna be a singing competition. That's what it's about.
Oh,
It's
wow.
not about the songs. It's about who gonna be able to get up there and sing their face off and hit all of their notes. That's what
Tamar.
it's
I mean, K Michelle can sing too, but what?
not
Tamar
good,
don't sound the
Tamar.
same no more.
Tamar's
Yeah,
inconsistent.
she sound good. Hold
She
on, what?
sound good, but she's inconsistent. Like there are times when Tamar is on point exceptionally, and there are times when you hear her singing and she's off key at live shows, and that's why I say she a little inconsistent. And I just think that's recently. She didn't used to be like that, but like in the past few years, she's been more inconsistent in her vocals. That makes me feel like if K Michelle don't overdrink, she might beat her ass a little bit, especially if Tamar can't get into her whistle register.
I don't think drinking matter with K. I don't know what K be having in them glasses at them concerts, but
You know,
I think mamas still be.
Because you know, verses is different from a concert. They be way more lax at them fucking verses. That's
Yeah,
why.
they be chilling.
Listen, I almost feel like that's what was going on with Tyrese. Why he kept going backstage? What's wrong with you? Why you keep going?
Yeah, he was tripping and left his lady on the stage. Tyrese was tripping. He was
Turtleneck.
Like
Hate in his verses, turtleneck. I'm sorry, y'all. It still tickles me to no end.
All right, y'all. We are out of here. We thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you. Like up the video, subscribe to the channel, all of our channels. Follow us over there on social media. You can also catch us on Facebook, okay? Catch us on Facebook, Ooh Ladies First Podcast, all right? Some details will be dropping soon, and you want to be in that number when it does drop. All right, so make sure that you're following us on Facebook, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.